Hey everybody, how are ya? We're going live a little bit earlier today. I hope everyone's able to join in. Let me pull you up over here on my laptop. It's cooperating today. We still have internet, so cross your fingers we keep it for the whole experience. All right. There we are. All right, so we have a super cute pantry sign to do today. Oh, we'll turn our volume off so I don't have to listen to myself. There we go. And, hey Jillian, how are ya? Glad you could join us today. So, we are gonna do a cute pantry sign today. Let me show you. So this here is our diagonal palette. This is a chalkature board. Super, super nice board. You can actually chalk on both sides of it. So this is what we're using today. I'm going to use this side. Hey Shelly, how are you doing? And we are going to use our pantry transfer. This, the official name on this one is Pantry's Open. And I have another set of borders. This is another transfer that actually has, I guess, 6 different borders to it. So I'm going to choose one of those. We're going to put a nice border at the top and the bottom. And we are going to create something cute. So let's get started. How's everyone doing today? Everyone, well, how's everyone else's weather? It's kind of rainy here. We've had one really nice warm day, and I have to say it hasn't been the most inspiring spring weather, that's for sure. Oh, you're done your nights now. Yep, you're right. Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. I'm caught up. I remember that. Hi, Renee. How are you doing? Now, there's somebody with nice weather down in Texas, right? I was just looking at your beautiful roses you posted. Your gardens are already blooming. I'm so jealous. So, so jealous. You glad you woke up today? How come, Jillian? That doesn't sound good. Oh, you're in Newfoundland. How's your weather in Newfoundland? Are you starting to see some of the nice weather? Or is it still pretty, I think Newfoundland stays a little bit colder until you get right into summer, doesn't it? I've got some very close friends from Newfoundland, and they're here in Ontario now. Is it the season right now, Jillian? Do you get to see the ice flows come through and the icebergs and that? I think that would be the most amazing thing. Oh, that's good. You're getting some nice weather there. That is fantastic. I'm just cutting up my transfer. I don't know if I'm going to use these pieces. I might use this. We'll see as we go here. So I'll cut it up. So you can see you get quite a few components to a lot of our transfers that you can mix and match and use pieces in other designs, and it really opens up the possibilities of what you create. Oh, I would love to see that. I actually worked for a little while up in Iqaluit, and boy, oh boy, that's none of it. That is a world onto itself up there. I felt like I left Canada altogether and went to this far off world. It was quite the experience. I loved it. I loved it, and I would have liked to have been there. I was there in the, I guess, February into March, and at that point the sun came up at about 9 in the morning, went down at 2 in the afternoon, and I was working as a nurse there. So I worked 7 to 3. So during, like, I could look out the window and see sunshine and daylight, but other than that, we lived in nighttime. So it was quite the experience, I'm telling you. All right, so which border we're going to use? I'm going to start with my border at the top. I think I'll do it at the top and the bottom here. I think I decided on this one. That one's kind of a cute one, eh? How much is do starter packages start at for the Chocolate Tour? In Canada, there's actually 2 starter kits, Jillian. There's the $129 kit, and there's a $19 kit. Now the difference is the $129 kit's kind of a Kickstarter kit, and that is going to give you 5 like full-size paste colors and 7 transfers and business supplies, and quite a few things. The $19 kit is just going to give you business supplies and a couple of business type transfers. It's not going to give you something to start with. The $129 also comes with surfaces, which the 19 doesn't. But the $19 kit does give you the option to kind of get in, become a designer, and then you can purchase whatever you want to start with at that point. So there's kind of 2 different thought processes with it, that's for sure. Right now though, in April, they have a promotion on for new starts. I might have to turn this around while we chat here. For new starts, and you actually have the option, if you're looking at working the business, you actually have the option of earning the cost of your kit back, and you have till the end of May kind of to meet the incentives, which is quite good. I didn't find it too tags. Oh, I think, oh, you're back. They have the wooden gift tags and the transfer to match. So a set of 6 tags, and the transfer to match is actually bonus in this month's kit. And then the third part, if you hit that incentive by the end of May and you are interested in attending ChalkCon, you get $150 US bundle package of retired transfers. Now you're gonna say, now the ChalkCon is in Florida, so that may be an issue, and we haven't heard yet, but knowing this company, I know that if new designers start and they hit that threshold, that they will, Chocolate Tour will honor that kit, or they will make sure that anybody who worked it and hit it is rewarded. So things are just a little up in the air right now with all of this COVID as to what we're going to be able to do and not do likely, eh? So yeah, so there's a couple of kits in the US, if anybody's watching from the US after I said all that. The US kit, you have the Kickstarter kit option, and it is $99. They don't have the $19 kit in the US, but the Kickstarter kit is $99, and all the same triple treat promotion is the same for the US. All right, so let me get this lined up here. Yeah, it's quite a good deal. You actually get a lot of product in the first in the Kickstarter kit. It's a value of $370 Canadian and $270 US in that larger kit. So it's a really good value. And then if you look at all the bonuses, incentives, rewards that you could attain by the end of May, I actually worked it all out, and it actually works out to over $700 in product, or like credits product, the cost of your kit back, and so on. It's pretty phenomenal. And in the US, that same, I worked it out in US as well, and it's over $600 in US funds. So it's a great time. They haven't ever offered a deal like that before. I don't know when they'll do it again, but how many times can you reuse the transfers? The average is about 8 to 12. That's what the company gives us. Obviously, if you don't take very good care of them, you could have fewer uses, but a lot of the designers, myself included, I take really good care of my transfers, and I actually get more than 12 uses out of them. Like some designers say they've gotten up to 25, 30 uses out of them, but that's taking really, really good care of your transfers. Like even when I do workshops, I clean my own transfers, and that just to, you know, continue the life of them. Normally you see me fuzz my transfers too, but I'm working on wood today, and I've waxed the surface of this wood, and I want my transfer to stick pretty firmly to it. If it was a solid surface, then I would, it would stick pretty firmly, like a rechalkable board or a glass surface or something like that. I would definitely have to fuzz at that point. And that just picks up a little bit of lint, so it doesn't stick too firmly, and then when I lift it, I don't want to stretch it. I'm going to turn my board around again. You can see that we have our edges on there. It's just a little, I've got my long sleeves here, so I don't want to drag them across. So I'm going to keep flipping my board back and forth. All right, I think we're pretty, I might want to move that over. So as you can see, our transfers, you can just lift and reposition. It's kind of close to the edge, but I think we're good. I think we're going to be just fine. They've actually, I love this surface. Actually, I usually make my own palettes, so I haven't bought these before, but they just dropped the price in them. And it's a permanent drop in price, and the price is phenomenal. Let me just refresh my memory here. So for this diagonal palette, it used to be $39.99 Canadian. They've actually dropped it down to $23.99 Canadian and $17.99 US. Great, great value because it's hard, it's good and solid, it's got a lot of weight to it. It's absolutely phenomenal. All right, so I'm going to do Pantry in black, and I think I'm going to do Open 24/7 in red. Should have taken my sleeves off. Oh, I should show you one of our aprons from yesterday. I'll wear one for each live. I think we did 7 yesterday. It was quite the chalking palooza, I'm telling you. I didn't start off thinking we would do 7, but then we kind of got into the different designs and we just kept going. I wore Procrastination last night. Don't bother me, I'm procrastinating. That one turned out really well. I like that one. It seems to be a popular one. A lot of people are liking it. Okay. Just get my excess paste off. I'm just going to lift this and put it down and just get my paste out of the screening so it doesn't dry in there. And then I'll do the last little bit at the bottom. My paste was just a little bit dry, and when it's drier in the jar, it will dry a little more quickly. So I'm just going to head any difficulties off at the pass here. Okay, and our reds. It's amazing how we can create a cute little piece like this so quickly. It still amazes me. All right. There we go. We'll just get this into our water bath. Running our sleeves through. My board eraser's just getting in the way there. How's that? We're getting there, eh? I think I might use that little curly cue now. I am going to, oh hey Tricia, just curious. Do you request orders? Yep, I will do requests. I can do that. No problem. So if I lay my curly cue down, I'll just set it in place. The good stuff's in here. And then I thought I might put yum down here. And I think we're gonna fit just fine. So I'm going to continue with that design. Are you looking for something in particular, Tricia? Was there one that caught your eye, or? That looks, I just have to hold this up just to make sure that I've got that centered there. I think we're pretty good. This one in black. Oh, the octopus. That is a nice one. Very nice one. I think you liked that on the pillow cover, didn't you, if I remember correctly? If you like that one that I did, that's not a problem. I can, you can have that one if you like. Or if you had different colors or something in mind, I can definitely make you up something to match your decor as well. Did you see the starfish in that series, the starfish in the shell? They're kind of cute too. All right. I'm sticking them together here. My board eraser is in my water and it's preventing me from moving my transfers around there. Okay, so we're coming along. The good stuff's in here. My thought was to do it in white. What do you think, you guys? You guys agree? Don't think that's centered. I think I'm going to do another live following this one. I have a really nice transfer, and I actually have an 18 by 24 surface that I took the design off a few weeks ago and I haven't done anything with, so I wouldn't mind designing it and getting it back up on the wall. I think that, I don't know, maybe I'm not completely centered there. No, I'm about half an inch off. I'm a little, sitting down's a little bit harder to line it up than standing, I'm telling you. I think that's pretty good now. Yeah, I'll take it. So you survived your night shift, Shelley? Did you sleep today, or are you on your second, third, or fourth wind? I remember doing night shifts, that's for sure. I was happy when I kind of got a day job. A Monday to Friday day job. You kind of get back into a normal shift. I commend you guys that are doing that, because it wasn't easy. All right. So the next one I'm going to do is in this house, and it's a really nice one. I actually have it on a pallet on the wall. In this house, we love, we laugh, we say I'm sorry, we forgive, we pray, we have fun, we sing, we hug, we are family. And I can actually show you in the next live. I actually made that palette and put it on it. I think it's one of my favorites. I like how the palette turned out. But I'm going to do it on a rechalkable surface, a Grayson 18 by 24. So it'll look a little bit different, so you get to see the two different ways that you can use the same transfer and it comes out a bit different. Okay. Doing well. Almost got my sleeve in it. It's coming along. About a 2-hour nap. You don't like being on display? Well, there's something to be said. Some people jive on nights. And it would be it'd be kind of nice if you could just kind of stay nights and not have to flip back and forth and flip your schedule back and forth. Anybody else on nights? Oh, thanks, Jillian. I just want to dry this up because I think my next transfer, well, actually maybe it won't. I was thinking it might overlap it a little. That's not too bad. Really testing my centering abilities with this whole thing coming down. Okay. It doesn't look like it's centered. It's a good thing they center the words onto the transfer, so that gives you a little bit of something to go by. I think I might take it that way just a little smidge. It's the slightest little difference, but when it's hanging on a wall, I bet you would notice it. I would anyway. But then that's the creator, eh? If you make one little mistake, no one else may notice it, but you see it every time you look at it. It drives you nuts. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I could get the ruler out and measure it all off, but I'm more of a wing it kind of person, even though I'm particular and it would bother me. It wouldn't bother me enough to get a ruler out and actually measure it, I guess. Okay, so you don't want any air bubbles, and I'm just going to lift this here. I have one of the edges of my palette right here is a little unlevel to the one beside it. So that's leaving me a little space there for my paste to run. So I'm just going to actually, as I lay it, I'm going to run that along, my finger along that one. And try and close that little gap. I think that's pretty good. All right. So I think I'm going black on this one. Black is almost out. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it. A little bit dry. Thank you, Shelley. I wasn't sure what to do. I'm trying to still earn my points for our Chalk Madness competition. So I think that by using the palette, I think I get 150 points. Then I'm, oh shoot. Oh no, I have used 2 transfers because this border is 1 transfer and then the rest is another transfer. So that's another 150 points. And then I've used 3 colors, which is another, I think, 150 or 200. I think it's 200 points actually. Or 2 transfers is 200 points. So they add up. They add up. So my goal with chalking is to hit about 10,000 points this week so we can win the entire competition. Is anybody following along? Has anybody heard about our competition we have going? It's several designers. Well, it's actually about 900 designers through the US and Canada. We were divided into East and West, provinces and states. And then we've competed. So the East, it's like the March Madness, if you're familiar with the college basketball. So the East has competed against itself, all the different teams. And, oh, I got a little bit off there. And we ended up winning against all the teams in the East. So now this week we're competing against the winning team from the West. And I think we have pretty much come out of it with the highest points across East and West each week of the competition. But if the team in the West kind of has an idea of where our point values are at, our average per designer, they will get us, man. I'm sure they'll get us. So anyway, we're just a random team. We're not on our business teams or anything. It's just designers that were interested in doing this. We're all split up onto teams, and I ended up with the most wonderful group of designers, and we've become quite good friends. So I think this project might earn me maybe about between 500 and 600 points, I think. So that's kind of fun. So everything we do has a point value. So you're going to see a lot of me this week, man. We got points to earn. And we're done. That's not too bad. An easy 500 or 600 points and a cute sign. So again, this is, oh, I see a little spot. I went off my transfer there. So this is the palette sign. I love it. It's, like I said, I haven't really ordered it before, but because I guess I'm cheap, the price dropped. I wanted to order it in and try it out. And I don't know if I'm going to go to the trouble of making too many signs anymore because this is really nice. I love it. So this is 12 inches by 18 inches. And so we have a lot of transfers that fit this size. The one I started with for the pantry was 12 by 18. And this is now, I think I said $23.99 Canadian and $17.99 US for the palette. And then the transfer itself is $33.49 Canadian, and I think it's in the area of $23 or $24 US. I'd have to double check the US value of that, but I think it kind of turned out kind of cute. Cute for the pantry. So, that is it for this project. I am going to come back and I'm going to do our In This House project shortly once I clean up these transfers and get them sorted away. So join me back probably in about 15 or 20 minutes. If you can't make it, please follow me on Simply Creative Chalking. We're going to be doing a lot of lives, a lot of fun projects, and I would love it if you could join us. If you're interested in the opportunity of Chalk a Tour, I do have an opportunities group where I have lots of information in there, and it's not my nature to pressure people or beg them to join or spam them. My group is simply to provide the information, and I'm available to answer questions. Of course, I would love anybody to join my team and join this wonderful company, but it's not really my nature to pressure people to do so. So if you do want to find out a little more information, just type opportunity and I'll send you the link to the opportunity group. And of course, I'm here to answer any questions. And if you're interested in bundles or product deals or anything like that, my VIP page is the way to go. Again, you could type VIP in the comments and I will send you the link to the VIP page. Tomorrow we'll be having a one-day sale. So if you join my VIP page today, you'll be able to see what the deal is tomorrow. So you can type VIP, or the link is also on my Simply Creative Chalking page. You can just transfer over and I'll approve your request. All right, so let me get cleaned up and I will be back in about 15 minutes with another great project. We'll see you soon.